The former chief medical advisor to the President of the United States seems to be in hot water with Congress, responsible for allowing millions to die. Anthony Fauci is far from somebody we can call reliable. So, how does one man let a massive global pandemic reshape America's economics by incompetently letting the COVID-19 virus escape the labs? If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so now. I'm at 67 subscribers on the road to 100, so please subscribe and enjoy the video. The COVID-19 virus is a contagious disease caused by coronavirus SARS-CoV-2, severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, like the episode from South Park, The Red Man's Greed.
But what the round eyes will not know is that the blankets are infected with SARS.
Funny enough, that episode aired on April 30th, 2003. The SARS virus, or COVID-19 for us, took astronomical amount of lives from everyone around the world. Whether it was slightly unhealthier individuals or the elderly, COVID straight up killed people. America also suffered from unexpected changes to our economy, which a lot of Americans are still feeling today. And a big question was finally revealed over the course of this last week. Who is formally responsible for all of this? Anthony Stephen Fauci, born December 24th, 1940, Christmas Eve, is an American physician, scientist, and immunologist who also served at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases from 1984 to 2022, and as the former chief medical advisor for the President of the United States between 2021 and 2022. Fauci graduated from the College of Holy Cross, where he studied the classics, later on earning his Doctors of Medicine at Cornell University. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Fauci served President Donald J. Trump as one of the lead members of the White House Coronavirus Task Force. The goal of the task force was to coordinate and oversee the administrator's efforts to monitor, prevent, contain, and mitigate the spread of COVID-19. This may be the part where many Americans question our level of government protection. Over 7.1 million reported to health agencies worldwide, roughly 15 million to 36 million deaths based on global statistical modeling of uncounted or indirect deaths. Stated by the Department of Economic and Social Affairs, 14.9 million excess deaths associated with the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 and 2021. Excess mortality is calculated as the difference between the number of deaths that occurred and the number that would be expected in the absence of the pandemic based on data from earlier years. Excess mortality includes deaths associated with COVID-19 directly due to the disease or indirectly due to the pandemic's impact on health systems and society. The United States of America recorded over 1.1 million deaths attributed to COVID-19, but more than 80% of the population, roughly 672 million individuals, were administered a vaccine. That is truly an insane amount of vaccinations. As great as the numbers of people who either died or were administered a vaccine may seem, how life was and is for people today, now we have one person to truly blame without any doubt. We are the ones being punished. Anthony Fauci appeared in front of Congress over the last week. Sources say the Senate committee voted along party lines to hold Dr. Anthony Fauci in contempt of Congress, in that the former top health official and scientist refused to answer any questions in a hearing about the COVID-19 pandemic. Fauci invoked the Fifth Amendment over 100 times. Republicans argued during the hearing that Fauci did not have the right to invoke his Fifth Amendment. Under the U.S. Constitution, people have the right to invoke the Fifth Amendment if they feel their honest answer to a question may incriminate them. Invoking the Fifth Amendment isn't an admission of guilt. My problem isn't necessarily about invoking the Fifth Amendment. It's about knowing the truth of whether this was intentional or an accident. Society took a huge hit in the way economics work, primarily in the scope of COVID-19. Small businesses, brick and mortar, and plaza-based establishments, most of those smaller niche companies are practically gone. People depend on Amazon for supplies and other goods at a faster delivery rate. And gas prices are insane due to the war with Iran. People are just becoming less and less social. Since 2020, it has felt like a true economic collapse, just at a slower rate. I mean, it was bound to happen eventually based on who's in political power, but Anthony Fauci, I believe, is another key figure we should blame. It isn't about constitutional amendments, and it isn't about finances for you and I. It's about survival.